right! As you know, the rules are simple. A bunch of games on here. Oh my goodness! Carrie Joe gifting 5 subscriptions. Thank you so much, Carrie. Congratulations to me, Jimmy's Bot, Laughing Manus, Gomper, and F-Dog. Enjoy your gifted subs. Ooh, 6x combo. Oh god, my brain shut down. What was I doing? Right! I was talking about the wheel of stream. Oh, I'll take a second to let these fly by. Some real cool people, yeah. And one more. There it is, F-Dog. Alright, wheel of stream time. The rules are simple. We spin the wheel. All the wheels on this game, all the games on this wheel are games I have not played before, and I don't really know anything about them. We will give them 1 hour. If they're able to last a full hour, we might come back and play them again on stream at some point. If they don't, well, they're just not that great. All the wheels on this wheel. The wheels on the wheel go wheel, wheel, wheel. In blue, we have Wingspan. In orange, we have Ashes. In red, we have The Last Element looking for tomorrow. And in green, we have Granny Simulator. And then the forbidden flavor, Uriel's Chasm 2, a game we're pretty sure is bad to begin with. That's the danger slice. Let's spin that wheel and see what we get. Oh, very close to the white slice. Wingspan! That's been on the wheel for a while. It finally happened. Run the timer, upper corner, do it! Do it, do it! Up there. Here it goes. I wonder what corner is going to be a good home for me. So far, it's looking like bottom right's a good place for me. I'll do the tutorial. Rounds 1 of 4, 8 turns left. Oh, another bird enthusiast! You're new to Wingspan? I'll show you around. I'm Robin, by the way. I'm a guardian of this wildlife preserve. As you've probably noticed, this place is all about birds, but also about winning. To win the game, you have to get the most victory points. One way to do that is by playing birds. Before we start, you should get familiar with the structure of the game. This is the start your turn pop-up. Wingspan's played over 4 rounds. Right now it's your first of the first round. In the first round you take 8 turns. Each turn's marked by an ice cube. Each round you have 1 fewer ice cube, and so 1 fewer turns to take. On the right side of the screen you can see how many ice cubes you have. You have left this round, rather. And these are the end of round goal tiles, but don't worry about them right now. Now I'll show you what you can do each turn. Press A to continue. First, you need to know how to navigate the habits of your preserve. Look at the left side of the screen. Those are the habitats. We're in the forest now. In the forest, you can gain food for your birds. A little bit lower. I'll go 28. In the forest, you can gain food for your birds. Now check out what you can do in the grasslands. Just press RB to go to the grasslands. I'm just going to use the mouse to click on icons. Oh hi! In grass, you can lay eggs. Eggs are useful for playing birds. You also score 1 feather or victory point for each egg you have left in your preserve at the end of the game. Now check out wetlands. This is where you draw more bird cards. For now, you have some cards in your player setup. Now let me show you the most important part of this game. Birds. These are the birds in your hands. A bird in hand's worth 2 in the bush, as they say. It's a fun board game. Wait, I feel like it'll be skipped probably end up getting skipped for the sake of streaming. It's one of those things that, like, this is an ideal Wheel of Stream game, because this would probably never just be a, yeah, let's play it! But, like, the wheel lets us experience things we might have skipped otherwise, and it could end up being a really fun one that we'll come back to, or it'll just be a pleasant time we had. That's the beauty of the wheel, it's stuff that I have no idea about. It could go either way, either terrible games that I hate but are fun to suffer through, or sometimes we just get boring games that, like, we drop after 20 minutes, like that mobile game that was just Warcraft 3, but without any fun parts. Can't remember the name of that one. Look closely at the structure of the Carolina Chickadee card. Alright. Habitat symbol shows where the bird can be played. Yep, only in the forest. Costs 2 foods. Or just one worm, I guess. You need to spend either a seed or an invertebrate. Remember, next to that symbol is the bird's point value. Having this bird in your preserve gives you this many points. Here's the Carolina Reaper's nest location. Nest icon. 5 types of nests. Carolina Chickadee has a... I don't really have, like... I don't know what this looks like to me. Oh, no, my brain just filled it in as, like, dirty underwear. Cavity nest. The other nest types are platform, ground, bull, and wild. That's a spicy bode. Nest reuse. That's one ugly bode. Birds powers, bonus cards, and the end of round goals. I'll explain in detail later how these are used. Nests can be powerful because they match with any other nest type. Try to remember that. Here's the bird's wingspan. That's the name of the game! Wingspan is used by some birds, powers, and bonus cards. You'll notice when you need them. Here's the most important thing, the bird's special power. As you play the game, you'll see the birds have a wide variety of powers. This is a piece of pizza. There are 3 types of powers, when activated, when played, and once between turns. So we get this frickin' duck away from me. The Carolina Chickadee has a when activated power. I'll explain all 3 types during our playthrough. Finally, at the bottom of the card, you have egg slots. This is where you lay eggs. Each bird has a limited capacity for holding eggs. Now I'll teach you how to play a bird. Go to the forest so you can gain food for the Carolina Reaper. First, you need to gain food for your bird. The panel on the right shows how much food you have. Currently, you have none. To play the Carolina Chickadee, you need blank or blank. Look at the bird feeder here. The dice shows which food is currently available. Inside the bird feeder are some of the things you need and some stuff you don't. Leftmost exposed slot shows how much food you can take. For now, you can only take 1. In order to gain food, you need to activate this habitat. Leftmost exposed slot will activate a habitat. Press A. Or I'll just click on it, like I like to do. Do you remember the ice cubes? This cube marks the activated slot. It moves from your action panel to mark the leftmost exposed slot in forest. On the left, the forest icon reminds you that you activated the gain food function. To choose what you want, select the die you need and press A. Choose grain and press A. By pressing Y, you confirm your action. Yeah, board games always have the initial, like, oh, information! I find I learn a lot better when actually playing. Like, right now, I'm not retaining very much, which is a problem when people are like, I'll explain the rules, and then my brain just shuts off. And then, when the game starts, I pick it up by actually playing it. I mean, my plan is to devastate the economy, yes. The ecosystem, rather. The game actually comes with prompt pages for each player to play a complete round. First round by the instructions it gives you. Oh, nice. And you see the no backward symbol on the forward button? It means that the action you're about to do can't be undone. Anytime you see that, think twice before you act. When you press B, your action will go back to a turn. You need to play... Oh, symbols are terrible. Like, I know they're easy for looking at, but when I'm trying to read things for you guys, my brain's like, you need This is a picture! To play the Carolina Chickadee. You need grain to play the Carolina Chickadee. Confirm your choice by pressing Y. I guess I'll... No. Just gonna press forward. Not reaching for that controller. That was your first turn of Wingspan. Let's start the second one. Your cube from the first turn flew to the left and marked that you took the forest gain food action. Now you don't have food to play the Carolina Chickadee. Remember that the Carolina Chickadee's food cost says it needs worm or grain. To play a bird, you need to cover its food costs, which means you need to pay for it. Play the Carolina Chickadee by pressing up on the D-pad to bring the card up and confirm your selection by pressing A. Or I'll drag it and drop it. Cube has moved beneath the picture of the Carolina Chickadee. Now, again, marking your turn. On the left, the wind icon reminds you that you choose play a bird action. Look at this panel. Isn't it gorgeous? This is the cost of the bird you want to play. The same one printed on the card. And this is the suggested payment. If you had more food, you could change the type. Pressing Y confirms your action. Remember, you can't go back if you see that symbol. I have played a bird. Let's start the next turn. Your icon from the second turn flew to the left and marked that you took the play bird action. The blue jay is the next bird you'll want to play, but before you can do that, you'll need to collect food to pay for it. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Look at the blue jay's food cost. You can cover the pinwheel in the food cost with any food item. The plus means you need to spend wheat and any other thing you choose. Look again at the bird feeder. Inside there are things. Do you remember how to gain food? Leftmost exposed slot will activate a habitat. Because you played the Carolina Chickadee, your gain food action improved. I don't want to press A, I just want to do it. God damn it, fine! Burn! In the second slot, I guess I'm using a controller now. Cube is the second slot because the first slot is occupied by the Carolina Chickadee. You'll get 1 dice, but you can get more. Activating the second slot in this habitat means that you can take 1 more food from the bird feeder. And the symbol, this one, with cube in this slot, means that if you want, you can discard 1 card from your hand for 1 more. The blue jay you needs a seed and any other food item. Take the dice with the and or symbol on it. Yes, one. You can choose whether to take one or the other, so choose that one. Now press X to exchange 1 card from your hand for more. Choose the bald eagle card. Well, so much for America! Now you can take 1 more food. Before you do that, look here. Those are the cubes outside the bird feeder. There are 5 total. Each cube is taken out is marked here. While playing, you may encounter birds that use this information. Now take the wheat and confirm your action. Press Y. Please take 1. I have taken 1. Can you see that the cube moved to the Carolina Chickadee slot? Cubes always move left and activates all birds with an when activated power. God, I love board games with math, says True Axiom. The orgy of math is only at the very end when you tally the different scores. You haven't played the Castles of Burgundy in like 5 goddamn years? It has been a while. So you activated trees and gained food, but it's not the end of your turn. I didn't give that game a fair shake the first time. I kind of regret not being in the mood for it at the time. Since the cube is now in the Carolina Chickadee, it's time for it to activate its turn. When activated powers are the most common in this game. All birds with a when activated power give you an extra action each time you activate the habitat that bird inhabits. All your bird powers are optional. That means you don't have to activate them if you don't want to. We won't skip this power, however, I'll show you how it works. Every time you gain food, the Carolina Chickadee gains 1 wheat. The Carolina Chickadee is not taking the wheat from the bird feeder, just found it somewhere. Press Y to use the Carolina Chickadee's power. Last turn, you cached food on the Carolina Chickadee. Every cached food is worth 1 point. The amount of food a bird has cached is marked on the bird's card here. To be fair, it's a game that looks extremely fun and is extremely unfun unless you like placing hexagons with math equations on them. I was like very grumpy and tired when you guys were like, yeah, we're playing this one. So I didn't really get into it. Unlike the time I was tired but not grumpy and you were playing that Bigfoot game, and I just crushed all of you in the Bigfoot game. Let's quickly sum up what gives you points so far. Played birds, laid eggs, cached food. Remember how I told you that you need eggs to play birds? You spend eggs to play birds starting from the second slot. Look at the slots. See the symbol on top of them? Hey, only like another week and a half for Dwarf Romantic, which I'm also very excited to play more of. They indicate how many eggs you need to spend in order to play a bird in this slot. This cost is in addition to the bird's food cost. So if you want to play the blue jay in forest, you need 1 egg. Go to grass. Yeah, Cryptid was really good. I really like that one. In grass, you will get eggs to lay on the birds of your choice. Leftmost exposed slot will activate a habitat. Now you have to choose where you want to lay your eggs. When you perform any of the 4 actions, playing a bird, winding, gaining trees, laying eggs, or drawing cards, you can switch between habitats. You need to find birds to lay eggs, so go back to forest. I should have just skipped the tutorial. I figured I would be completely fucked if I did. See the icon on the panel? It means that when you activate laying eggs in the grassland, now there's only 1 bird you could lay on, the Caroline chickadee. Lay egg, egg. Choose which bird to lay egg on, simply press A. Lay 2 eggs and confirm. I have laid 2 eggs on this. Dark Souls board game? I bet. Biggest tragedy of the pandemic was that Massachusetts locked down on the day we were finally going to play the Dark Souls board game. Womp womp. The Bloodborne one was a lot of fun. I'm sad we never played the Dark Souls one. I was excited for that one. Now you have everything you need to play the Blue Jay. Select the Blue Jay card and press Y to confirm your choice. Now you want to play a bird in the second slot. You need to pay eggs. This new panel shows you need to find and select a bird with laid. Now press Y. We're only gonna do the 1 turn for the tutorial, right? We're not gonna do all the turns for the tutorial, right? Nice, you have 2 birds played now, and so you gain food actions become even stronger. You can now take from the bird feeder. To attract more birds, go to water. Here you can draw more birds. Leftmost to a slot will activate a habitat. Press A. Anytime you draw a card, you can choose whether you want to draw one with the visible face up or the face down card. This reminds you can't undo. But now, for the sake of learning, I'll ask you to draw the killdeer. Draw the killdeer. That's true, Mario 3D All-Stars leaves at the end of March, so if you want it, this is the month to buy it. I might quit out of the tutorial and just start playing the game, because this is a long tutorial, and I'm worried we're gonna do the whole thing. Main menu. Settings. Not a controller. Back. Play. Automata. Create a custom game of 2 to 5 players. You can play with friends or AI. I will be green. Oh my god, I could be a duck man. You got like a proper fursona over here. And then you have the like, my fursona is a diseased pigeon. And then you have the like, I'm too lazy for a proper fursona, so what I have is a duck in a trench coat. It thinks it's a person, though. But clearly, Old Man Badger is the coolest one. He lives in a house filled with streamers. I'm also a human. Easy AI, please. Easy AI, please. Easy AI, please. I don't think... It's supposed to be a 5-player game? I'm still trying to decide if we want to do Nier Automata before or after. Probably after we do the new Nier remake. Alright. Here we go. This is gonna be a disaster. After it is. No, I switched it to not a controller. I swear. See, this is all I really needed. On your turn, you will take one of 4 actions. Play a bird, gain food, lay eggs, draw bird cards. Choose 5 things to keep among bird cards and food. Hooded merganser, black skimmer, pie-billed crab, a great blue heron. Oh, that's a nice bird right there. Love me a great blue heron. Hold on to a great blue heron. 0 victory points. I should really look at their activation costs, huh? Or rather, when they're on activate thing. Repeat 1 murder power in this habitat. Roll all dice not in bird feeder. Draw 2. If you do, discard 1. Play another bird into the same habitat. Pay its normal cost. Players with the fewest water birds draw 1. Anthropomorphic badger versus 5 smart birds. I'm gonna take... Wait, do I have to just pick all 5? Oh wait, I can also take some foods, can't I? Let's see, I'm gonna need some fishes. And some wormies. I will keep these things. I might actually ditch you. And take additional food. Nah, I want 3 birds. Choose 1 bonus card. Omnivore Expert, birds that eat everything. Any bird that specifically has an anything symbol as part of its food cost. Gives me 2 additional victory points. 10% of cards will satisfy that. Birds with colors in their names. 4 to 5 birds, 3. 6 plus birds, 6 points. Those include ash, black, blue, bronze, brown, cerulean, chestnut, ferungius. Sorry, ferunginus. What the hell color is that? Gold, gray, green, indigo, lazuli, lapis lazuli, purple, red, rose, roseate, ruby, ruddy, rufus, snowy, white, yellow. Jesus God, I'm taking that one. But seriously, what the fuck color is ferruginus? Ferruginus. Alright, so I have some food. They're all taking their first actions here. Alright, my turn. Ooh, just 1 bird. Daring. Daring man. Alright, I do have the food necessary to play this gentleman, the hooded merganser. Same thing with my very, very impressive heron. But the benefit here is I could play 2 of them if I had the food for it. So maybe I want to get some more food before that. I would like to get some food, please. And to do that, we go here. No, not here, we go here. Gain food from bird feeder. Then brown powers in this habitat will activate. Chris does not remember how to get food anymore. There we go, I gotta click on that. I would like... anything that gives me worm and fish are my things, so let's grab this one. Go for worm. I'm good. Reddish brown, rust colored? That's what that color is? Alright. It does sound more like an illness than anything else. I'm also gonna try and gain more food. Damn it! The food type is not present that I'm looking for, unfortunately. I might just play a bird. Play a bird, choose one of the birds from your hand. I'll work my way up to being able to afford playing one of you guys. I'll play this bird. Come on. I swear to God. I can afford him. It's fish and bug. I have those. You can still take food for the bird feeder. Don't skip. I guess it's just I gotta take fruit. I gotta get the food. I'm glad I understand this game as well as I do. Get out of here. I'll take the mouse. That'll be good for my other bird. I need this bird feeder to refresh. Oh, I have to like deactivate the thing. I see. Reset the bird feeder can be done with all the bird feeder same symbol. Alas, can't do that yet. Alright, you hooded merganser. I don't understand. Just want to play my birdie. Oh, I need the eggs. Oh my God, that's right. All your birds with brown powers. No. I just want to lay some eggs. That's bird feeder. But I can't do eggs unless I have birds, right? Oh, I have to feed my stupid bastards. No, I don't. I have no idea how to play this. I should have really stuck with the tutorial. I made a bad call leaving the tutorial. Well, you know what? When in Rome, take food. That progresses things. Everyone else is taking food. Why should I judge them and do any different? Do you need to visit the water habitat? I'm not sure. Gained food. So water habitat lets me draw new birds. Playing is the win symbol. This lets me, like, murder a bird. Repeat 1 power in this habitat. I don't actually want to murder this bird. Give him back. This is where the egg laying happens. I am very good at this game. They're only playable in the water habitat. Oh. I thought this is like where you play them. Alright, I want to select you. Play it. Play the card. You know what? Just give me a random bird. Yeah, take a random bird. That's my turn. I took a random bird. Eggs are placed on top of your bird's cards. You have to have birds played. I remember you have to have birds played. I'm struggling to actually play bird. I will freely admit I don't know how to play bird. I wanna play a bird. To play a bird, choose one of the birds from your hand. I would like to play this one. I did it! I played a fucking bird! I wonder if I had one more. I might go look at food first. Alright, what food do we have? Get out of here. This is what I want. Because you... fish and bug, and you're fish and bug. Damn it, I need fish. I need another fish. Alright. Fish bug. Right now, I wanted to do the... if I play this guy, I get to play another card with it. But I don't have the food for it. Yeah, probably not worth it for the short test. Oh, never mind. I'll just play the bird. I don't need to do the special bits. Oh, I can't afford you. Yeah. Miss Ginge, this is Wingspan. It is adorable. I just don't know how to play it very well, so I am perhaps struggling a bit right now. Right, I want to play bird. I have the food required for you. Play it, yes. Yes, play the bird. Alright, I have played a bird. And then I undid the bird. Nope. Play the bird.
American
Confirm
bittern.
to play.
Bitterns hide in reeds and cattails where they are well camouflaged.
I played it. I played the American bittern. All right. I would like to lay eggs now. Or do I have to feed my bird first? No, he already ate to play the card. Probably do want to get some wheels, though. Some foods. Hey, the wheel has all kinds of games on it. The whole point of the wheel. Select bird to lay eggs. Okay. I laid some eggs. Someone gained food. Got my 2 eggs laid. Ooh, players with the fewest birds draw 1 extra. I'm a player with the fewest birds. Pygmy, nuthatch, barn owl, blue-gray, gnatcatcher. I mean, I have bonuses for things that have dumb names. The first bird in each habitat doesn't require eggs to play. However, for playing birds beyond the first in each habitat, the amount of eggs needed is shown in the top of the column. Ah. Well, now I'm starting to be in need of food. Though I can play my blue-gray nuthatcher. And so I will. I thought I was playing my blue-gray nuthatcher, but I did not. I did it! Play him!
Blue-gray gnatcatcher. Gnatcatcher's breeding range is steadily shifting north with climate change.
Game got really real for a second there. Pelican's doing real good. Had to finish activating her power first. Alright, now I definitely need food. This is getting sad, says Joe. Climate change affects both real-life birds and also the birds in this video game. And that's sad. Alright, I'm here for some food action. What do I have? I have grain currently. I have no birds that eat grain, so that's awesome. Ooh. I can discard a card to gain more food. Oh, they're all worth so many victory points, though. Goodbye, herded Mergershmishmer. I do this so we can get more food. What's that do? Ah, good reset. Fish, please. Boy, do I need fish. Gain 1 from the supply. Yes! Very good. Extra food. All players gain 1 from the supply. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. I kinda wish I had more birds that ate worms, though. I might go ahead and draw a bird that's a little bit easier for me to feed, given my current situation. Like to draw birds. I would like the dark-eyed Junco. Tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, gain 1 from the supply. Discard an 8 to gain more cards. No, I'm alright. Yeah. Looks like you get bonus points for the number of birds with a cup symbol if they have eggs on them. Interesting. I gotta get more cards with blue colors going on, and just colors in general. Alright, fish and worm. I can afford that. Cards in your hand. I'm really bad at understanding when I can play bird. To play a bird, choose one of the birds from your hand. Yes, this one. Right here. Is the bird I want. If I press Y, I believe I play it, right? Damn it. When I see when you press Y, you can't undo the action, I'm like, that probably is me playing the bird, right? Listen, I have a fish, I have a worm. Play it. Alright. I have played my great blue heron now. Select a bird from any habitat to spend an egg. Oh, right, its ability. Oh, if I can't afford to play it, I can't do this play then? Play another bird in the same habitat, pay its normal cost. Alas, I can't afford. I mean, I could, but this is a different habitat. Son of a bitch. Murdering me here. So I guess I can't play you. Because I can't afford this. Need to pay an egg that's on your American bittern? Oh, there we go! Jeez!
Great blue heron. Great blue herons form rookeries with egrets, cormorants, and other herons.
I thought this is what the hang-up was. Alright, play a second bird in your blank, pay its normal cost. So that I can't do, because I don't have its cost. But I can just move forward. I know, it's alright. I just wanted to play something worth a lot of victory points is all. Boom, boom, boom. Click to lay eggs. Select bird to lay eggs. You go down. Oh, you can even look at all their things. I need more eggs. Ooh, you're undefeated in this game. You only have the physical copy, right? If you had the digital copy, we could have played against each other and you could have just completely steamrolled me. Just to show people how the game could look if they know how to play. Brown pelican. Ooh, it's brown. That's good for me, but I think I might go with the red crossbill because I could play this sooner. I don't think I'm gonna get 2 fish, but I can get 1 wheat. Give me food. Why does the lay eggs thing keep happening? Well, I'll lay eggs. Think about retiring. Go out on top. Yeah, the music's really nice. I don't mind that I'm terrible at this. I'm just enjoying the ambience. Alright, I could use some foods. Reset the bird feeder. Ooh, fish, please. What's this? Discard a card. I'll just take a fish. Or, you know what? No, I got a bug and a wheat. I can just play my dark-eyed Junko. Maybe I'll get him out there. I could play him in the grasslands or the forest. So I'd like to not get food right now. I still don't quite get when I'm allowed to do some things. Listen, I changed my mind about the food, okay? Undo food. Please. Clicking on blank, all your birds have brown powers, and this habitat will activate starting with the one in the slot. I want to cling. I don't want to game food. I want to play bird. I guess he could also be played here. Birds in your hand, chosen food. To play a bird, choose one of the birds from your hand. This one. Have the food for it. Oh, sorry, yeah, I do have 1 wheat. I have one wheat. I feel like I click on a thing and I lock myself into an action. Like, I feel like I'm currently in get food, and now I'm stuck. But I don't want to do food. I want to play a bird. I changed my mind. But I don't know how to, like, make this stop being a thing. So I think I might just take food to satisfy this hungry game. Start working toward fish so I could play my Anhinga. Yeah, like, it looks like I'm stuck in the food mode right now. There's no, like, go back button either, so I think I'm committed. There's no leaving. You know what? I will discard. Because this guy's not a color-based bird. Do it. Alright, I have 3 bugs. I have 1 wheat. I have no fish. No mice, no fruit. Let's grab a fish, let's grab a mouse. Bird names always sound so made up. I mean, fun fact, they are made up. All names are made up, in fact. Yeah, the re-rolling the feeder is what locked me in, I'm thinking. I got lots of wormies. Tuck a card behind. Oh, maybe instead of playing you. No. I wanna draw some cards first. Ooh, red crossbill, yes. I want the red crossbill. And I want the brown pelican. That's perfect. Colored birds are what we're looking for. Fish, worm, mouse. I can even play. Oh, you guys already played. 2 fish I need for the brown pelican. Red crossbill, though. 2 grain, you bastard. I have 3 out of 7 eggs, so I'm still good. Damn. Stupid food supplies. Killing me. Need 1 wheat or another fish. Very well, food. What's in the feeder? Terrible choices, in fact. Terrible choices. This is a reroll if I've ever seen one. Discard a card. Alright. You don't have a color in your name, so goodbye, Dark-Eyed Junko. I'll take the wheat. Take the wheat. Oh wait, could I have re-rolled at any time? I have to take 1 before I can re-roll. Okay. Gonna take a wheat, gonna re-roll. Gonna take a fish. That's perfect. It's ideal. 2 wheat, 2 fish. I can play both these birds now. What you determine is that the bonus cards are kind of meh. If you look, you only get a maximum of 6 points from that bonus card. That is true. But it's kind of like a win condition for myself, you know? It's just a way for me to play the game that gives me a direction to move. Especially because I don't quite know what I'm doing. But I'm not in last place. That's a victory all on its own. Truly amazing that I'm not in last place. That's true, I do have the 1 bird that's worth as much as that. Red crossbill? Say hello to being alive.
Red crossbill. These birds use their specialized bills to pry apart conifer seed cones.
Lave, what's up, Lave?
Brown pelican. Seriously endangered in the 1970s, brown pelicans are thriving after the US and Canada banned DDT.
Which reduced the thickness of their eggshells, so their babies were dying. Yeah, get your bird facts here. I feel like I gotta lay eggs. I want to draw some more birds, obviously, but let's maybe lay some eggs. Select birds to lay eggs. Thank you. Yeah, I'm noticing that we want to try and focus on a specific habitat, but it's too late. We're in round 3, and I only figured it out now. We're not winning this. That's okay. At this point, we're doing water habitat. Even better when I can get stuff like a red-winged birdie. Taking these two. Grasshopper sparrow, you suck. Should have taken you. Definitely taking you, though. Players with the fewest cards draw one more. Yay! I could play you in the water habitat. And just for a wheat? I gotta get some wheat. You're not wrong about it being a complicated game. I've laid eggs. I need a wheat. I guess I'll take another mouse. All players gain a wheat. All players get a bug. So I got some birds in the wooded area, and I got most of my birds here. Got my red-winged bittern out there. Blue, brown, red. I don't think we're gonna get 6 on this page because my bittern is screwing up, so I might as well just... Or is this just a thing I don't have to play? It just happens on its own? That's convenient. Oh, I have to finish feeding. And we gotta spend an egg. There we go.
Red-winged blackbird. Blackbird flocks can include
Hey, you know
hundreds
how
of
they
thousands
say.
of birds.
Whoa! Look at that! Consistently not in last place. I'm an expert at this video game. I've drawn birds. Ooh, a purple galleon. 3 cards. I'm gonna take a purple galleon and 2 random boys. Took a card from my hands. Oh. Warbler? Grasshopper sparrow? Grasshopper sparrow. Lay an egg on a current bird? Yes. Oh, the last round is birds in the forest. I invested all of my energy in the fucking wetlands. I should have looked ahead. Are these determined randomly when you start a game? Like you flip over 4 bonus elements to determine, like, oh yeah, that's a good. I'll focus on forests. Purple Gallinule. What do you need? Anything, a berry, and a wheat. Well, gotta go get me a berry. There are no berries here. Do I have anything that I could play using not berries? Bug. I could play a warbler. Feed him. Now I gotta lay more eggs.
Pookatori warbler. The name Pookatori comes from Catholic scribes who wore yellow hoods.
Perfect sense. Oh, number of eggs. So you're at egg in forest. Well, I gotta start laying eggs, so. I've gained food. I've gained food. I've played a bird. I've drawn birds. Alright, laying eggs. Those 2 eggs. Could I have selected lay 3 eggs at some point? Anyway, done laying eggs. They're all laying eggs, I bet, those bastards.
Very good.
Hey, Squared, what's up? I would like to lay more eggs. You get an egg, and you get an egg. What's important is I won't be in dead last place. This badger's gonna be in 3rd place. Middle of the pack. I've laid eggs. I've laid eggs. I too am going to lay eggs in the forest. Might get me some bonus points, laying some eggs like that. Ah! I tied for 1st place in this round. Damn! Oh, no! No! So, what I meant to say was last place. Dead last. Things were looking up until all the other tallies started. Those were only the scores for the round bonuses. Oh, I see. Yeah, dead last. Dead last. But only by a couple points behind 4th place. I figured out better how to play midway through. Lots of ways to score points, it's true. Bravely Default 2 is mean. What's it doing to you? How's it being mean to you? 0 points. Actually, wait. What's over? No, I want to look at the overview. It told me it was the point of no return, but there was another dungeon. They lied to you. Well, you know what? Yeah, not bad for a first try when we dropped out of the tutorial midway through. I like this. It's very relaxing. I'm definitely terrible at it at the moment, but I have a better grasp on how it works now. But the tutorial was, like, very wordy. I work a lot better when it's like, hey, let's just, like, play a game and we'll explain each phase of a turn as we go. It was a lot more, like, jumping around and being like, here's all the things, and my brain's just like, can't keep track, can't do it. A two-bird that keeps screaming, Mom! Chris doesn't like words. I like words, it just depends on how you're presenting them to me. Can we just look at all the birds? Oh, I can only look at the ones that I've played so far. Oh. God, there's a lot of birds in this game. We have 60 seconds before the "it's a good game" scream happens. Anyway, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then we're going to play Mario Galaxy for a little bit. But yeah, I like this. I think I would have more fun with this as a proper board game, but at the same time, there's a lot of, like, benefit to not having to do the table cleanup and the sorting and all that fun stuff. The bird card stack was massive, I bet.